All right, here are the 3 video cameras I recommend for beginners. Before we get started though, I need a coffee, mate. So yeah, just come with me if you want. All right, mate, sorted. Nice little setup, innit? Nice little simple setup. So like I said, today I'm going to be talking about the 3 video cameras I recommend for beginners. It's a question I get a lot, and it's a question what people ask in the industry all the time. Now, how I've done this as well is that I've made them affordable. That I'm not going to recommend you a £2 camera to start off with. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I've got 3 cameras and they go up in price. So the first camera I'm going to recommend is a Canon 70D. This is a perfect beginner camera. It's got a 20 megapixel sensor. It can film in 1080 30 frames per second, and it uses Canon's dual pixel AF autofocus, which is not that bad. Obviously, if you compare it to modern cameras now, it's not great, but it's decent. It doesn't film in 4K, but it films in 1080. It's so cheap as well. You can pick these up for like 250 quid, and they're just wicked. I used to have 2 of them, and it really taught me the basics of filmmaking and videography. I had 2 of them, so then I used to mess around with multicam. So I used to have like 1 wide and then 1 close up like here, and I used to mess around with them, and it just taught me so much. If you're on a budget and you're just starting out, I would recommend the Canon 70D. Casey Neistat uses it. It's like his favorite camera, and that's what he used for all of his vlogs, and you know, look at how sick he's done. The good thing about these cameras as well, the lenses are super cheap. It uses the Canon EF lenses. So the second camera I recommend is a Sony a6300. So this camera's got a 24.2 megapixel sensor, so upgrade from the 70D. It films in 4K 30 frames per second, and it also films in 1080 120 frames. So that's really good, because having that option to film in 120 frames, you can mess around with slow motion then. 120 frames, you're gonna be able to slow that down really nicely. It'll be really good for speed ramping. It'll be good for just general slow motion, and it's 4K, so it's a great introduction into 4K video. The autofocus on it as well is great, and the good thing about this is that it's a great introduction into a mirrorless camera. And this is only 100 quid more than the Canon 70D as well. You can pick these up for 350 quid, which is really good. I think Sony lenses are a bit more expensive, so you probably will have to invest a bit more into the glass. But there's always workarounds. You can get converters, so you could buy like a cheap Canon lens and then get a converter, put that onto your camera and then use a Canon lens and stuff. I've never done it myself, so I'm not too sure how that works. I don't know if it does mess up the autofocus a little bit because it's not native to the camera. But yeah, have a look around. You're getting a really good camera for that price, 350 quid. You're able to film in 4K 30 frames, 1080p 120. It's amazing. So the last camera I recommend is a Sony a7 III. Now, I still have mine now. I use mine as a B cam now, so mainly for like close-ups in certain shoots. A wicked feature about this is that it's got a dual SD card slot. So you can put 2 SD cards in and you can back up off them. So if you're taking photos or doing video, one will act as a backup. So God forbid, touch wood, SD card corrupted, the other one's backed it up. Or another option you can do is you can do it where it uses 1 card, and then when that card fills up, it will automatically transfer onto the other card. So you're not got to worry about switching out an SD card. Say if you're at a wedding or something, doing video, I'm running out of space, but it's like a critical moment, that's when that setting will come in handy, because it will just transfer over for you. Another great thing about this as well is that it's got stabilization. So the other cameras I recommended don't have in-body stabilization. It's a game changer. Once you get a camera with stabilization, you can't really go back. It gets rid of all those micro jitters when you're hand holding, and it's just so much better, man. Now, this is pretty much the same specs as the A6300, 4K 30 frames and 1080p 120 frames. But the difference with this is that this is a full frame camera. People prefer different stuff. I prefer a full frame sensor. It lets in more light, it's better quality. You're gonna notice the difference with a full frame and crop, mainly in editing. So if you ever need to crop in an edit with a full frame sensor, it's gonna be a lot better quality than it is a crop because it's smaller. Now you can pick these up for about between 750 and 800 pound, which is good. When I first bought this camera, I bought it in 2020, I believe, and I think it was 1,800. It's a lot of money. But it is great. It's never failed on me. I've used it for tons and tons of shoots. It's a really good B cam for me now. And yeah, I will always recommend this camera. Now, if you were to ask me which one of these 3 cameras I've recommended to buy, I would say the second one, the A6300. Reason why, you're pretty much getting the same specs as the A7 III, which is a great camera. And it's a lot cheaper as well. So you can pick them up for 350 quid, whereas the A7 III, like I said, is about 750 to 800 pounds. So it's a big price jump. But they're the cameras I recommend. Do your research. That's what I would suggest. Just do your research, have a look around, see what you can afford, and just go from there. You just need to figure out what works for you, because all brands are different. Some people prefer Canon, some people prefer Nikon, some people prefer Sony. Everyone's different. So just do your research, have a look around, but they're my recommendations anyway, based off experience. And just have fun, man. If you're starting out, just get any camera you can get, or even if you can't get a camera, just start on your iPhone. Honestly, iPhones shoot great video now. Play around with framing, play around with lighting, just experiment, man. Just have fun and be creative. That is genuinely the best advice, really, I can give you. Thank you guys, I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next one. Cheers.